April 6th, 2019. Another COVID update or other. It's E2 Computers, and it's Steve and my dinosaur head. Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of a dinosaur. Just want to let everybody know we're doing good here, still in Florida, still in Tarpon Springs, and still actually running the office. Haven't had anybody come through the door at all today, not that I expected. A couple of support phone calls, basically watched the stock market, and tried to fix a bunch of Windows issues on my own computers. Yep, Windows updates seem to cause problems even for me. COVID-19 numbers, as I thought and kind of indicated, look like they may be leveling off in some areas. At least that was the good news, and the stock market seemed to enjoy that today, as it was quite a ride, setting some record numbers. Hopefully, this will be the gradual step out of the economic slump that we've been thrown into because of the virus. Looking forward to seeing some change. Obviously, like everybody else, and I've talked about it, it's heavily slammed because of the update, or because of the outbreak, rather. Hopefully things will recover. This week, the Saudis and Russia are supposed to meet to talk about oil and bring down, or not bring down production numbers, which will help induce a higher price for oil, and that'll make it a little bit more productive for the companies that work in the oil production and industries related. At least that's the intent, by bringing up the price and also not overburdening the system with stored oil. Kind of a nice mix. And of course, with us not traveling, we're not using the oil that's being produced, and it is becoming abundant to the point where they're talking about nearly giving it away in order to get rid of the overproduction. So hopefully that will change on Wednesday, and hoping that the stock market will continue to increase. I'm not expecting it to do it in leaps and bounds, and I surely don't expect it not to have drops again. Obviously, as the news progresses, if the COVID numbers continue to go up exponentially, that'll have a negative effect. We've got until April 30th here in Florida for our health restrictions. I'm not sure if it's April 30th across all of the country, but we still march on. Obviously, some of us are able to work and have opportunities right now, and hopefully with the stimulus packages, those that haven't will be taken care of both by the direct checks and also by their employers that might be taking advantage of the loans. I know this is kind of a boring thing, but I just figured I'd get out here and chat, being that I'm not seeing everybody, and hopefully maybe this will become a little more interactive if people start catching on. Look forward to continuing and chatting, and maybe move to more support issues rather than just discussions of what's going on in the environment. Some news on the Windows front. Microsoft is holding off some of its updates, but they are managing to still roll another one out. And it's going to change the way we log in. I don't have all the details on it, and we've kind of seen them push us towards it, because if you're logging into a Windows 10 machine using Windows authentication to the Microsoft accounts, they've asked you to start using a PIN number, and they're going to move, I think, if I understood the article, to more like a PIN number that is a two-factor authentication, meaning coming from a device that you would then get the PIN number from, rather than being one that you memorized. I'm not a lover of two-factor authentication in the respect that it just becomes a burden, because every time you accidentally log out of a site, you have to log back in. But the experts believe that it is a more secured way to protect your accounts and protect your data. So hopefully Microsoft will come up with a implementation that works well and is easy for people to understand, because not everybody is a techie, and sometimes these authentication techniques tend to be difficult for people to adjust to. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I think that's going to end my little briefing for today. I hope everybody's doing well. If you need support, you can always find us here in Tarpon, www.end2endsupport.com or 727-943-2406. We will help you if we can. We do remote support so that we don't have to come out to the house, and we can also do it across the country. Please check us out if you get a chance, and I appreciate you taking time to listen. Thanks, and be well.